Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you the optimal way to earn Adopt-Me currency or bucks and age up your pet while AFK. With this method you will avoid mini-games such as those from the Halloween and Christmas events, as well as avoid accidentally using items such as age up potions and getting caught in a broken loop. To do this, you're going to need to use Tiny Task if you're using a PC, or Automator if you're using a Mac. If you are using a Mac, you can see instructions on how to use Automator in my video by searching for Tiny Task for Mac. I'd also recommend getting a post-it note or something sticky that you can temporarily put onto your screen. Okay, to get started, you want to play as a baby. I'd recommend going into the interactions menu and setting permissions for families, parties, and tradings to no one. This will stop dialog boxes from popping up and interfering while you're AFK. Keep donations at everyone and disable friend permissions. This way other players can't pick you or your pet up while you're AFK. If you don't want players entering your house while you're AFK, lock your house. At the time of this recording, you're going to need an initial budget of, call it $650 or just under there, to buy all the furniture required in your house for the AFK rotation. There are some optional things you can add. If you want a money tree, that's another $1,450. A money tree lets you earn $100 per day, so you'll be making a profit on this tree on the 15th day, assuming you max out every single day. If you're allowing other players to enter your house while you're AFK, you may want to add a cash register so that people can donate to you. That's another $100. Lastly, you can add a box lure for $750. That gives you a reward every 4 hours that ranges from $10 to $100, as well as items such as age up potions and rare pets. I think it's worth adding to your setup, but it's not part of the AFK rotation. If you have lemonade stands or hot dog stands, etc., you can set these up as well for extra money too if you have people visiting your house. These cost Robux, or you need to trade for these items and are not necessary for what we're intending to do. Alright, let's set the room up. Let's start by rotating the camera to an overhead view. Try and align the camera so that the top of the room is as straight as possible, so that when you load the routine in the future, all the furniture will be aligned for your pre-recorded mouse clicks. Okay, so for the AFK setup, the furniture shopping list is this. Donuts for $45 or pizza for $1. This food is used to feed the baby when the hungry task pops up. Donuts can be used to feed your pet, but they disappear after logging out. It also only takes 3 clicks to be full with donuts compared to 4 with a pizza. Pizza is cheaper, cannot be fed to your pet, and stay in your inventory after logging out. So if you go with pizza, over time you may end up with a lot of pizza in your inventory. But with pizza, there's one less interaction choice you need to make between yourself and the pet, as when you click, it always feeds the baby. The other items that you need are a basic crib for $5. This is to complete the sleeping task for baby and pet. A bathtub for $19. This is to complete the cleaning task for baby and pet. A piano decoder for $100. This is to complete the board task for baby and pet. A water cooler for $300. This is to complete the thirsty task for the baby. A pet water bowl for $80. This is to complete the thirsty task for the pet. And a pet food bowl for $80. This is to complete the hunger task for the pet. Let's also add a money tree here. Okay, now we're just about ready to record our routine. Start with yourself in the crib and put your pet at a food or water bowl. These are the positions where each character will end up at the end of the rotation. Now let's set up the dialog box position. Click on your pet and then click to ride or fly such that it brings up the yes or no question box. Put that post-it note or sticky thing on your monitor where the no button is. You will need to come back to click on this position on the screen throughout the rotation. This is especially useful during events where the dialog box to teleport to mini-games pops up. If you haven't disabled trade requests or other yes-no dialog questions, it'll click no for you. Grab a cup of water or food to give you an idea of where the X is in order to close this item next to the backpack. You will need to periodically click your mouse where this X might be, because sometimes you get an age up potion during the rotation. Or if you allow people to enter into your house, people can give you items, and then as you AFK, the routine starts clicking the mouse buttons, and it can sometimes cause unwanted pop-up dialog boxes. Okay, now we're ready to cycle through all the different furniture items. Use a shortcut key to start the record button for Tiny Task or Automator. Start by double-clicking where the no button would be. Then click twice where the X button would be near the backpack, but be careful to not open the backpack. Next, start rotating yourself and your pet through the various activities. Use the keyboard and hit 1 or 2 to move yourself and your pet as required, rather than clicking on them when the choice is given to you. You really want to minimize the clicking of the mouse near the center of the screen. While you are on this next task, give yourself either food or water. Then move the mouse off to the side of the screen and keep clicking until the food or water is consumed. Wait a few more seconds, say another 10, and then you are ready to move on to the next task. Before moving to the next task, double-click where the No button would be, and again where the X button would be to close an item next to your backpack. Now in this case, we would be moving the baby to the piano and the pet to the bathtub. Grab the food or water that you didn't grab from the last task with the baby and consume it. Again, wait a little bit of time before moving on to the next task. Before moving on to the next task, double-click the No button would be, and then again double-click where the X by the backpack would be. Now on this next rotation, your baby should be back on its initial task. For me, it's the crib, and your pet should be on the last task before the food and water bowls, in this case the piano. Just wait around about 30 seconds. You can use this time to click on the money tree as well. Double-click the No and near the backpack, and then move your pet to the food or the water bowl. Choose the one that the pet was not on when you started the rotation, as you want to make sure you end your recording at the same position you started. Click where the No would be and the X near the backpack, and then move your pet to the final food or water bowl. Wait around 20 seconds and then end your recording. Save your recording and you're ready to roll. If all goes well, you should earn well over $10,000 in a 24-hour period of being AFK, as well as complete well over 500 tasks on your pet. Hope this helps get you money and age up your pets and adopt me.